Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter rational numbers. The lessons we're going to cover today are convert between decimals and fractions or mixed numbers, identify rational numbers, absolute value of rational numbers, and compare rational numbers. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? Here I'm on grade 7 math. The chapter we're on right now is rational numbers. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is convert between decimals and fractions on mixed numbers. So the first one is 3 by 5 as a decimal number. So which is the correct option? You have to write 3 by 5 as decimal, right? How do we write? You have to make the denominator to 10, right? You have, hold on, 3 by 5. You need to make the denominator equal to 10, right? So 5 times 2 is 10. So you need to multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6 and 5 times 2 is 10. So 6 by 10. So you have one the denominator. That means you need to move decimal point one place left, so it would be here, that is 0.6. So the correct option is 0.6, right? So that means we can write 3 by 5 equal to 0.6. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can now simply click on this live chat button, right? Tutors are available there to help you. They are not available on Skype anymore, right? Okay, the next one is write 1 over 2 as a decimal number. So you have to make the denominator equal to 10. Here you have 2. 2 times 10. So just multiply the fraction by 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So 5 over 10 you can write as 0.5. Option number 2 is the correct option. The correct option is 0.5. You have only one zero here, right? That means you need to move decimal point one place left. So move from here to here. So then that would be 0.5. Got it? Option 2 is the correct option. Write 0.1 as a fraction in simplest form. So which is the correct option? 0.1. After the decimal point, you have only one digit, right? So when you convert it into simplest form, you need to add a 1 for the decimal point. And because after the decimal point, you have only one digit, so you need to add 10. That is over 1 over 1, sorry, 1 over 10. You need to count the digits after the decimal point. You have only 10. So you need to add one digit, 10 for the one digit in the denominator. So that is 1 over 10. The correct option is option number 2 by 10. Got it? If you have any question, you can please ask. The correct option is 1 by 10. 2 is the correct option. Write 5 as a fraction in simplest form. So you have two digits after the decimal point, right? So you can write 1 for the decimal point, and because you have two digits, so you need to add 2 zeros, so that is 25 by 100. Now because you have to convert them into simplest form, you have to divide them by the common number, that is 25. Divide them by the 25. 25 times 1 is 25 and 25 times 4 is 100, so that is 1 over 4. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? The correct option is 1 by 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write 0.9 as a fraction in simplest form. So which is the correct option? How do we write? So that is 0.9. The correct option is 9 by 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, 0.75 as a fraction in simplest form. So that would be 75 by 100. Divide them by the common number, that is 25 times 3, 25 times 4 is 100. So the correct option is 3 by 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is option number 1. 3 by 4 it is. Write 1 by 4 as a decimal number. So you have to write as a decimal number, right? 1 over 4. Make this to equal to 100, right? Because you cannot make it 10. So make it 100. 4 times 25 is 100, right? So you have 25 by 100. You can write it as 0.25. The correct option is option number 2, that is 0.25. The correct option is option number 2, that is 0.25. Write 0.8 as a fraction in simplest form. So how do we write 0.8 as a simplest form? In simplest form, that is 8 over 10, right? Now divide them by the common number. The common number is 2. So that is 2 times 4 is 8 and 2 times 5 is 10. So the correct option is 4, 5. So the correct option is 4 by 5. Write 7 over 10 as a decimal number. So which is the correct option? That is 0.70. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is identify rational numbers. So let's just start with the lesson. The first one is negative 1 a rational number? So first thing we need to learn is what are the rational numbers. So rational numbers are the numbers that can be written in the form a by and b is not equal to 0, right? So they are when written as a decimal number terminates or repeat, right? So you are given negative 1 here, so you can write negative 1 over 1, right? when any number don't have any when a number don't have any denominator, that means its denominator is 1, so you write negative 1 over as negative 1 by 1, so that means negative 1 is a rational number. So any number that you can write in the rational form, that means that is the decimal. So let's just start with the test questions. Let's see. The first question is 9 a rational number? Yes, it is because you can write it as 9 over 1, right? So 9 rational number. The correct option is yes, it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. So 9 is a rational number. Got it? Okay, is 644 a rational number? That is 7.644, right? You can, if you write it in the fractional form, you can write as 7.644. You have 1 for the decimal point, and after the decimal point, you have 3 digits. So you can write it in fractional form, right? So the correct option is yes, it is, right? So you can write the 7.644 is a rational number. Rational number, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, it is, right? 4 by 5 is a rational number. Is 9 by 7 a rational number? The correct option is yes, it is a rational number, right? Point 20 a rational number? The correct option is yes, it is a rational number, right? The next one is negative 3 a rational number? The correct option is yes, it is a rational number, right? So any number that you can write in the form a by b is the rational number, right? Is 0 a rational number? The correct option is yes, 0 is our ratio. You can write 0 by 1, right? And 0 by 1 equals 0. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next one is absolute value of rational numbers. So let's just start with the next lesson. What is the absolute value of 3 by 8? So first thing you need to learn is what are the absolute values. So absolute values are the positive values or 0, right? So whatever number you are given, the answer is always a positive number. So the first one is what is absolute value? This actually these two lines means the absolute value. You need to find this number, right? So the absolute value of 3 by 8 is 3 by 8 because 3 by 8 is already a positive number, right? So their absolute value is a positive number. Let's just start with the test questions. So all the values in the that are the absolute values are positive. So first one is what is the absolute value of 8.8? So which is the correct option? That is 8.8, right? The correct option is option number 1. The 8.8 is already a positive value, right? So the absolute value is 8.8. The next one is what is the absolute value of negative? What is the absolute value of negative 6.3? So now you have a negative value. You are going to find the absolute value of negative values. So absolute values are all positive values. So that is the positive 6 by 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. What is absolute value of negative 5.4? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 5.4. Option number the correct option, right? The absolute values are all the positive values. So option number 1 is the correct option. What is absolute value of 6 over 7? So which is the correct option? Absolute values are always the positive value. So 6 by 7 is already a positive value. So that is 6 by 7. What is the absolute value of negative 5.9? The correct option is 5.9, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 5.9. What is absolute value of 7.6? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 7.6. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? What is the absolute value of 9.6, which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. 8.6 it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is compare rational numbers. Which sign makes the statement true? You have to compare, right? That is negative 9. You have to compare it to 9, negative 9.0, right? So if you write 0 after the decimal point and you don't write, they both are exactly same, right? For this one, you can write it as negative 9, right? So they both are exactly equal, right? On the right hand side of the decimal point, adding 0 does not change the value of the number, right? So that is, they both numbers are exactly equal. Let's just start with the test questions. Negative 9 and negative 9.0, that's the one. They both are exactly equal, right? That's the one we just did on the tutorial. Okay. The next one is 1 by 2. You have to compare it to 25. So which is the correct option? So 1 by 2 equals 0.5, right? The correct option is 1 by 2 equals 0.5. So 0.5 is greater than 0.25. So 1 by 2 is greater than 0.25. Sign makes the statement true. You have negative 5 whole 1 by 4 and negative 7 whole 1 by 4. So just look at whole numbers, negative 5 and negative 7, right? So on the negative side, as you are moving far from 0, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller, right? So that means negative 5 whole by 4 is greater than negative 7 whole 1 by 2, greater it is. Because negative 5 is near to 0 and negative 7 is far from 0. So as you are moving far from, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller. The statement true, negative 9 whole 3 by 10 and negative 9.9. So which is the correct option? The correct option is negative 9 whole 3 by 10 is less than negative 9.9. Less than it is, right? Oh, yes, less it is. Negative 9 whole 3 by 10 is less than negative 9.9, right? Which sign makes the statement true? 5 by you have to compare it to negative 4 whole 1 over 2. So positive numbers are all. Which sign makes the statement true? Negative 7 over 8 you have to compare it to negative 2. So the option. Negative 7 when you are on the negative side, the numbers that are far from 0 are getting 0. Negative 6 is so please make sure in the next session you can complete all the practice questions we just did. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat, but tutors are available there to help you. They are available during the shift time, that is between Monday to Friday 5 to 9, right? If you need more help with any of the lesson, you can click on the live. You can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5. So that's all for today. If you have any questions, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask question if you have any. Any questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.